Okay. Hey guys. It's been a while. By the way, this is Nori, or in this Sona, she is Sequana Lin. Um, this is the besto.
Yeah.
You saw her in the videos, or if you saw her videos from the link that I sent you, and the video that we were at the camping together. This is her. Um, This is also the first video for one of the new series that I wanted to do. I don't know how much life we're going to get out of it, but I'm hoping to make it last a little bit. Basically, what this is it's going to be Would You Rather, but like furry edition. So it has to involve either furries, like as in the fiction, so like, Digimon, Pokemon, random furry fiction, Zootopia, that kind of thing, like anything encompassing the actual world of it, or including like the real world with fursuits and conventions and that kind of thing. Um, so, hello, Nori.
Hello.
I will link to her channels, her personal and her business one as well, if you want to watch some cool stuff. There's some cool stuff like I linked to before. Um, so I guess without any real ado, let's go ahead and get down to it. Nori, do you know how this is going to work? Have I really made it clear enough for you?
I hope so.
Okay, well, basically for you or for anybody else who doesn't really know, one of my favorite YouTubers had done a series where it was that like button game where it's basically Would You Rather, but it's like you can either fly or have super strength, or you can do this, but then there's a detriment or this and that. So it's basically that, just because it's furry edition. I tried to get some people. I submitted my own. I say submitted. I just thought of some of my own, and then I got a few people, including you, to actually submit a couple ideas as well. So I only have about 10. Basically, my thought is to do maybe 3 to 5 questions, depending on how much we talk about it. And
Sounds good.
quick and easy, no problem. So I guess we'll get started and we'll see how this goes. Let's see. This is one I thought of. I'm going to ask you this one. I'll probably ask a couple people, but I want to ask you this one because of the fact that you have 2 suits now, and you're um, an aspiring suit maker. Technically, you've already done a commission, but okay. So this one is: Would you rather have one suit that is universally, like by everyone worldwide, considered legendary, like the best fursuit ever, but you can only have one, or would you rather have 10 suits that are universally considered only, not great, but like also not bad. You're just kind of there in the background, but you have 10 different suits.
That's hard. So, like, as a maker, I would love to have, like, universally, like, wow.
Mhm.
But it'd be fun to take on all those different characters. So I'd probably, like, personally, I would have to go with uh, the 10 suits that were eh.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because, like, obviously for me, I've only got the one you made for me. Um,
And Azrael, kind of.
Commissioned. Yeah, true. Technically as real. It's only like 2 or 3 parts of the suit, including the hands that Noelle made for me. But I do like that one. Now, see, for me, I think it actually could be almost harder for you, because if I were a suit maker, I would arguably go for the one that's universally the best,
Yeah,
because
if
the
I was
fact that you're
talking about,
making
like, more
them.
professionally, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like
But
like
for
from the
me, it would be a
professionals.
lot more fun.
Yeah, because you're still making, like, you can still make suits. They just can't, you couldn't make them for yourself.
Yeah.
And so you could have the one, and that would also help people be like, oh my goodness, these are suits by that person. For me, that's hard. I don't know. Because I think I'd like to have one that would be legendary, because I think it would be really cool to have one that's just amazing. But at the same time, and I know we've talked about this just, in our personal time, but I also have other, like, I mean, we've also talked about like how we label fursona, but I also think that it would be cool to explore the concept of like making like an elk, or making a bird, and making various, like maybe an aquatic one or something, because you don't see many of
Yeah.
them, And I don't know. It's really tough. I think I actually might have to go with the same one you chose because of the fact that it'd just be good to explore different options, even if it's only just kind of considered eh.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this one because you're a WoW player too.
I'm scared.
Would you rather patrol with the Ninja Turtles or learn to hunt with Worgen?
What the heck kind of question is that? Wuggles.
And understand that most people probably aren't going to be as big into WoW.
Worgen are awesome. They're like angry British were people.
I like them. I like them. I hate Greymane, but I like the Worgen.
Yeah.
I have to
Worgen.
I have to do a temporary event every time we talk about Worgen. But after reading one of the books, I cannot believe how terrible of a father Greymane is.
Yeah.
He uses his kid as an excuse for his rampage, and he was borderline abusive to him. That's messed up. Anyway.
And you could also like do ninja stuff as a Worgen too, because you can be a Worgen rogue.
You could be a rogue. Well, I think it depends, because the thing about the Worgen is that we're also assuming that you'd be in Azeroth.
Which would be amazing.
It'd be amazing. It would also be really, really terrible at the same time.
I don't care.
It would be what I've always said about D&D, which is that you have, like, this amazing fantasy world, and realistically there'd just be bodies everywhere.
Yep.
I don't know. It's tough, because I think personally...
Path of Glory.
What'd you say?
Path of Glory and Hellfire Peninsula is literally just Draenei skeletons.
Yeah. See, that's a catch. It's that wasn't actually how it happened. It was just because of all the adventures from times long past. Personally, I do kind of want to lean towards the Worgen. But the other benefit to the Ninja Turtles, though, is that takes place in our world. So the things with, like, Toka, Razor, I can't remember half of them now. It's been so long, and I haven't kept up with the newer versions. But, you know, the Ninja Turtles, Splinter, Toka, Razor, Bebop, Rocksteady, all of them. So that would be, like, a real thing, too. But then you'd also have the benefit of having the real-world stuff and pizza.
I've only seen the 90s movie, the 80s movie, so it's like 80s.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'd keep it to, like, match. So basically, since it's the real world, it would be us, but, like, in our time. Although there is nothing wrong with the 80s. The 80s were glorious.
Yeah.
I
wish I was alive then.
I was by 2 years. 88. I think I might actually have to disagree. We'll have your vote go towards Worgen, and I think I'll have to have mine go to the Ninja Turtles, because even though I prefer the Worgen, I think having the real world would be a little nicer and a little more survivable. There's just too much that goes wrong in the Warcraft universe.
I know, that's what makes it an adventure.
But,
don't know if you'll get stabbed in the back.
But we're all supposed to be heroes. If we all coexisted, then we'd basically all be dead.
We all defeated Deathwing.
Okay, here's one that, I mean, I kind of want to ask you this one, but at the same time, the suit you're wearing kind of makes a little... I'll skip that one.
Fine.
Okay, how about this one? Assuming that we were to classify Anthros into land-based, air-based, and water-based, so like it doesn't have to be ocean for water, it could be like lakes and rivers. And land would also include like burrowing if you wanted to be like a mole or something. Which would you choose? This is going to be interesting because it's a three-way would you rather. Would you rather be an air-based, a land-based, or a sea-based?
Not air-based, because I hate sky. Being in the sky. Only I'd maybe actually have to choose water, because it's like massive. And I love the feeling of like just floating there, so it's like air, but not in the air.
Yeah, no, I get you. Well, and you
So I think I
know,
go with that.
you know my opinion too, and even though my actual persona is a bat, um, obviously the water theme's there. I think I would have to choose water because I think that you also get a little bit of a cheat out of it too, because with water you have the advantage, like you said about floating. It's kind of like flying, but not. The ocean itself is just so big that it's basically a sub sky. And if you include like sea caves and stuff, then you can still technically kind of include having cool things like underground, even though it's not.
Yeah.
And also, I guess it depends on your water sona too. So, like, if you chose to be like a turtle or something, then you could still be like in a lake or a river. Anyway,
Sorry.
technical problems from
You can cut that out if you wanted to.
kind of spotty internet. That's okay. But no, yeah. So like, I like the ocean because I think it offers you a lot of different options, and I like the idea because I think that might have been cut off, but if you chose like a sea turtle or not a sea turtle, but like a turtle in general, you could be like a sea turtle. You could be a inland turtle for like a lake or a river or something. So you still don't have to be like out in the middle of the ocean or anything. And the same thing, like if you wanted to be like a crab centaur would be pretty cool. And then you'd be, on the seabed, so it's not like you have to be in the big open ocean. You can actually be on like the seafloor and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think that'd be cool. I think it gives you the most options. Uncomfortable chair, sorry. Yeah, I think so. I think for me, I would have to choose water-based as well. And we are running on about 15 minutes, so we're actually doing pretty good.
Yay.
Let's see if we can squeeze in one more. Here's one. James actually submitted this one to me. And I'm going to double check it because I already forgot. I wrote them down. Would you rather have the eyes of a hawk but go deaf, or the ears of a bat but be blind?
I think I'd rather have eyes because sign language exists.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stand not seeing everything.
Yeah.
And like at least subtitles and stuff exist. So
That's
I'd
true.
probably have to go with that, even though I adore music.
Oh, that's tough, yeah, because I've been in band since 4th grade. So I
And what does that have to do with fursuits?
Because I agree with what you said about music. And that would be tough. But, honestly, and it's interesting because of the fact that I have the bat sona. But I think I have to agree with you.
Yeah.
And among other things, because of the fact that I am I'm a diver and I want to do so much. I like being able to see. And I hear that no pun intended, that there are a few people. There was a story about this kid who basically trained himself to be a bat. I forget where it was. It was a really cool story, but basically, he had problems that, forced him to be blind, and it was, unfortunate. But, he trained himself to use echolocation so well that he could, rollerblade in the street and be completely fine.
Yeah, for Odyssey of the Mind, when I used to be in it, we did a kind of demo of that.
Mm-hmm.
You can still kind of do it. We did it for, it's like a whole training thing, but we did it for, 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us could, kind of navigate, but based on, how echoey the floor was when you stepped, how to navigate around walls and stuff. But it wasn't nearly as intense, but yeah.
So yeah, that's tough. That is tough. I do think I still think I'd have to agree though. I think that the eyes would be the better one to have. I feel like there's more options ultimately, and I like the idea of being able to still go scuba diving and see everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Not. We're not sacrificing it right now. No. I would have thrown mine on, but I can't.
Yeah.
At least not be able to. I feel like at least as the host right now, I should have it off. And be able to talk, because at least you can talk in that one. I mean, I could have thrown on my Azrael head, I suppose.
Yeah.
We can do it. We should actually do that if you don't mind. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If we should have like furry roundtables where we just kind of talk, which would be cool, because I actually personally like that. I like that. I have a few YouTubers and stuff that sometimes they like rarely like mostly like games and junk like that, but I like hearing what our various people have to say.
And I like talking stuff, so that'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let us know if you would be interested in seeing that. So I think we've universally concluded what we chose. Eyes, we want our sight. It would stink because music is amazing, and especially as a musician, it would kill me, but I just think in the end, the sight probably would be the better one to keep. It will. But hopefully at least we won't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And I guess that will conclude this one, because we're actually running at about 20 minutes now. So, chop down a little bit for the like gap and stuff, so it's not going to be quite so long. Anyway, I have a couple other people in the waiting, so they'll be able to see what's going on. I think it's going to be fun. If you have any suggestions for Would You Rather Furry Edition or Anther Edition, as long as it involves anthers in any way, it can be, like I said at the beginning, it could be fiction, so it's like, would you rather be in the Ninja Turtles or Warcraft? Or it could be like the other one, would you rather have a million suits that are awesome, or bleh, or would you rather have one suit that's like amazing? So it could pretty much be anything as long as it's fur related. The last one was James. We kind of stretched that to animals and stuff in general, which is still fine because that's kind of the whole point of our community. And so I guess on that note, go check out her channels. I will put them in the description as always. She's the one who made my suit, which is amazing, and I love the wings so much. And then go check out her main channel, which is fun, and it's got some cool stuff in it. Some fur stuff, some cool videos in her suits. And
hopefully more stuff.
If you want to see us messing around, there is one video of us, Real Big Trouble.
Yeah.
It was when we first hopped on the Legion and had some fun, and that was a really funny video.
And we died. I died.
You died.
Don't tangle with 110 elites when you are 1-1.
I told you we could do it.
Yeah, but that warlock helped.
Okay. And on that note, we will say goodbye. Keep an eye out. I have some cool stuff coming, and hopefully we'll get down, and hopefully you'll see more of Nori, or in this case, Sequana. And I will see you later. Say goodbye, Nori.
Stay safe, be happy, be awesome. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.